2011, but with the help of two family friends, he's getting back on the bike for the first time. Local 5's Matt Leach has more.
Brian Murrock grew up ice riding on Sturgeon Bay, but this time is different.
You know, it felt like old times again.
About a year and a half ago, Brian lost the use of his legs.
Came off my motorcycle at Pine Ridge Raceway and went over the handlebars and broke my back.
But he was determined to get back on the bike, and the Free Brothers were there to help.
Knowing the situation and just wanting to help out.
Larry and his brother Scott designed a motorcycle for Brian.
Pull tight.
It has protective leg cages and a special hand-operated clutch. So what makes Brian's bike really special is this air shift system on the back of his bike here. With the push of a button, he can shift gears using this system, which took about 3 months to make and is made of mostly new paintball gun parts. About a dozen well-wishers came out to celebrate his first ride on the new bike, including his mom and dad.
It's just been amazing how many people come together for the good of someone else.
After taking a few solo laps, it was time to kick the tires with his friends. Brian says he plans to race again and has one track on his mind.
I do think so, yes. I would like to get back to Pine Ridge and, you know, reclaim where I went down.
He says it's not a matter of if, just when.
I'm out of retirement.
Reporting in Sturgeon Bay, Matt Leach, Local 5 News HD.
And Brian says he
is involved. Local 5's Matt Leach reports.
It was a rough wake-up call for residents of this East Side apartment building Sunday morning.
I was actually asleep, and then I heard banging on the door saying, "Fire, fire."
Firefighters report the blaze was caused by a 4-year-old playing with a lighter. Neighbors say after the boy accidentally lit the bedroom mattress on fire, a relative was quick to act.
She came outside, knocked on everybody's door while she was on the phone with the cops. She acted right. She did the right thing. So thanks to her, we're all safe.
Nobody was hurt, but the fire department wants to sit down with the boy's parents.
We'll reach out to the parents and see if they want to take advantage of our juvenile fire starter program.
Lieutenant Nick Craig says offering the program is standard procedure when a child starts a fire and can be mandatory in some cases.
It's an interview process, and hopefully with the talk that we have with them and the child, we can prevent this from happening again.
Fortunately, families in the other 3 apartments were able to move back in safely a day after the fire. But as you can tell from this sign, people in apartment number 4, where the fire took place, won't be able to move back in for a while. The fire caused about $30,000 in damage. Craig says, in the end, warning kids about the dangers of fire falls on the parents. The Fire Starter program could be a turning point for those who learn the hard way.
Obviously, parents are very scared. They want to do whatever they can to prevent it from happening again.
Reporting in Green Bay, Matt Leach, Local 5 News HD.
Green Bay Council could decide tonight if they have a new police chief. Acting chief Tom Mulder is up for the position. However, he lives outside the city limits, causing some controversy. Now, tonight, the full city council will consider a request to exempt him from the rules that require him to live in the city of Green Bay. And Local 5's Matt Leach is following this story for us. He joins us now live from City Hall. And Matt, I know you've been talking to folks in the community this afternoon about this. What do they have to say?
You know, Chris, we've been talking to aldermen, we've been talking to people in the community, we've been speaking to a lot of people about this issue. The aldermen, they are a little concerned with the way that this process went out. They're a little frustrated with how things went and the lack of communication that went into this process. They say that they like Chief Molitor a lot, but that they want to respect the law. The residents, they are concerned a little bit about the chief living outside of town and his care for the community if he chooses to live outside of town.
All right, last night I sat down with the Green Bay City Council president and asked him what he thought. He thought it wasn't going to happen tonight, wasn't going to have the support. I know you've been talking to your own contacts. What's their feeling?
Well, it's probably going to be a very close vote tonight. It's either going to go 7-5 or maybe 6-6. But a lot of the aldermen that I spoke to said that they want to hear out the arguments tonight and see what happens.
Matt, why is this issue so important?
You know, I think it comes down to the fact that the chief doesn't want to live in Green Bay. He said in the minutes of the Personnel Committee meeting that if the job was offered to him, that he would not move to Green Bay. So a lot of people in the community are just concerned about his loyalty to the community if he chooses not to live here.
All right, thank you, Matt Leach, reporting live from City Hall. It's going to be a long night for you, Matt. Thank you very much, sir. Still to come tonight here
outside of the city.
The city reached that decision just over an hour ago, and Local 5's Matt Leach live now from downtown Green Bay with the latest. Matt.
Fellow policemen
Well, Tom and Aaron, the council is actually still meeting, and, you know, it took 2 votes to get Molitor the exemption that he needed to take this job. The first vote came with a request to deny the exemption. That vote failed 5-7, but they quickly turned it around, saying that they would vote to approve that extension, and that passed 9-3, and everybody agreed after all of the debate that Tom Molitor was the best person for the job. After about 2 hours of debate, Green Bay Police Chief Tom Molitor was able to drop the interim from his title for good.
Congrats, Chief.
The vote comes after a very public argument over whether the chief should be allowed to live outside city limits.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm just relieved that this thing is over.
Current rules indicate that all department heads must live within the city limits, but Tuesday, Molitor was granted an exception.
I'm happy for Tom Molitor, I really am. I'm disappointed that we have these policies and we keep changing them.
At the meeting, Mayor Schmidt admitted that he's changed his mind about that rule that was passed in October.
I have moved on that, Alderman, and I've done that for the interest of the city.
The reason? He says his interview with Tom Molitor.
We need to hire the best candidates for the city of Green Bay, and whether they live 10 miles away or in the city. I mean, we need someone whose heart is in the city, and that's Tom Molitor, and I'm pleased with what the council did tonight.
Molitor says he's not going to give up the job anytime soon.
I'm a young man, so I guess we'll see.
Now, a new communication was brought before the council this afternoon by Alderman Kocha. She wants to review that residency rule. We'll let you know what happens. Reporting live in Green Bay, Matt Leach, Local 5 News HD.
All right, Matt, thank you. Now, soda alcohol may increase your breath alcohol content faster than regular soda.
It's a new study and it has bargoers in Green Bay thinking twice about their next drink order. Local 5's Matt Leach has the story.
There's a big concert in Green Bay, and Dustin Dorsey has tickets. But first, he's getting a drink at the bar. His usual order?
Captain and Diet.
Bartenders say asking for diet is a popular option.
People just assume that it's healthier for them.
But a new study says otherwise. Researchers at Northern Kentucky University gave participants one of 3 vodka drinks, diet, regular, or a placebo. They concluded the diet soda mix made for a more potent drink and resulted in an 18% higher breath alcohol concentration. But one doctor says that's not as much as it sounds.
Certainly 18% difference in the alcohol levels in your body is a really small amount, and it wouldn't surprise me that people couldn't tell the difference.
But it could mean the difference between being under or over the legal limit of 0.08. Doctors say that there's a lot more that goes into calculating your blood or breath alcohol content than drinking diet or regular soda. For instance, are you drinking on a full or empty stomach?
If you have a stomach full of food, you can decrease your alcohol absorption by easily twice as long.
Bartenders say no matter what you're drinking, they know when you've had too many.
You can tell when they've reached their limit and you know when you should cut them off. So, I mean, whether it be 3 drinks with diet soda or, 7 drinks with regular soda, it's going to be the same effect.
Dustin says he doesn't drink regular soda, but says he may think twice before ordering another rum and diet.
You might probably have a little test I might try now just to see if there's any difference.
Reporting in Green Bay, Matt Leach, Local 5 News HD.
Yeah.
Researchers think the sugar drinks or regular soda help slow down the absorption of alcohol into the bloodstream. Local 5's Brooke Griffin is just ahead with sports.
And he joins us now with a preview.